Hello! So I went to the Polish and Beauty Expo in Chicago this weekend. It was a ton of fun. I brought my husband along and we made a weekend trip out of it and we had a great time. He was a great filmographer, so shout out to him. And what you're about to see is the footage from that event, including swatches of the new Clionadh shades, the Jewelled Lite multichromes and the Dimensional multichromes that will be launching on July 20th at 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to see swatches of the new Clionadh shades and get to see a glimpse of what the Polish and Beauty Expo was like, then go ahead and just keep on watching and subscribe. All right, we are here at the Beauty Expo, so I'm about to check in and then we'll go look at everything that's inside. All right, we're waiting in line, so I'm gonna open up my goodies. So first up, looks like I've got a set of nail dotting tools that have like the Polish and Beauty Expo logo, super cute. Then we've got a little nail polish bottle holder. What else do we have here? We have a sticker, super cute. You know it's gonna go on one of my palettes at home. A pen, and then what's this little guy? Oh, it's a little pin, look how cute. So next up, we've got like a little oh, it's a car air freshener, and then it looks like it comes with some like liquid to pour on there, I'm thinking, so that way like you can keep your car nice and scented. What else do we have? We've got nail polish. Okay, so I'm going to open this very not gracefully. I'm very sorry. Let's see. Oh wow, look at this one. So it's definitely multichrome. I'm seeing some like gold and green on the edges, and then blue, pink, purple. Looks like it's got some hollow sparkles in it, and then some like larger like metallic flakes. Very nice. Next, okay, so now we've got another nail polish. This one's a teal that goes to purple, and it looks like it's got orange and pink like metallic flakes. And then this one looks like it almost has a reflective glitter, so I'm curious if I shine the light on this, if we're gonna see that this is reflective. And then I can feel another one. Oh my gosh, let's see what brand this is. Ooh. Okay, so now we've got a light, like lilac purple, and it looks like it's got a hollow, kind of like fine shimmer throughout it. We're finally being let in. We've got some cute backdrops here for pictures. And you can see the line to get in has been insane, you guys. Look, it like wraps all the way around. But now we're going in. Shopping will ensue. All right, I'm at the Clionadh booth. And we have all of the new shades that are going to be launching on July 20th, so I'm going to get to swatching them. First up, we have Redox, which this one, and Smoulder, which is next. These have both been available, but they are part of this new collection. Next, we have Ferric, and then we've got Tarnish. All right. Okay. Next, we've got Oxidize, then Catalyst, and then Ion. Oh, look at that. All right, these are the new light multichromes. So this is, oh my gosh, I gotta look it up again. I will be right back with that. This one is Flame Blown. This one is Smoulder. And you can see those shifts pretty well. And then this one is Forge. That one looks a little bit smoother with less sparkle throughout. Now we've got Kiln, Next is Sandblast. And then the last is Burnish. And let me go get a few more. Next up, we have Tarnish, Oculus, and Rosette. And then last but not least, we have Rosette. And I want to show, so base pigment wise, you can see you're getting that color. Some of them are lighter than others, but I'm not seeing black. And if we smooth it out on the edge, you can see how they're going to blend. Not any black in there. Let me grab one of the black ones to compare really quickly. So here is Flame Blown in comparison to the new formula. So those are the same. And then this is Oculus. Alright, so not the best footage here, but I wanted to show off. So these are those new dimensional multi-chromes. These are some of the Dragon Fruit palette singles that I'm thinking about picking up. I've got a few more on the back of my hand. And then over here, these are the new Jewelled Lite multi-chromes that are coming out. So I will put the names in the order from my wrist down online, like on the YouTube description, so that way you guys can see which is which. But here they all are in the flesh. Look how beautiful. These ones have a ton of sparkle in them. So cute. All right, I picked up a little bit from Copacetic because I'm a clown and I can't be stopped. And I also got some ribbit stickets. I'll be sure to show you guys everything I've gotten after I leave the event today. But it is so busy. I'm waiting in line for KB Shimmer right now, and I think that's gonna be our last stop because my poor bank account, you guys. I truly, where's my red nose for the day? I deserve it, but I am having such a good time, and I'll show you what I got after this last stop. All right, I am back. It's actually the next day, full transparency. We got home kind of late and it was really bad weather, and I was just like, you know what? I'll film it tomorrow. So here we are, and I wanted to show you my little collective haul from the Polish and Beauty Expo. So first, now that I'm home, I thought I'd give you a better view of all of the stuff that came in my swag bag. So I got this set of dotting tools, which are all labeled for the Polish and Beauty Expo. Super cute. I feel like this is the type of thing you can never have enough of because I'm constantly getting mine super dirty. I also got this little nail polish holder, which is magnetic, so you can attach it and then put the magnet underneath to like hold your nail polish in place. And I think that it'll be useful for that, but also I'm always on the hunt for magnets to like pull stuff out of palettes, so that should be fun for that too. We've got this cool kind of like oil slick colored pen. It looks purple, but then there's like tinges of green on the sides, and again, it says Polish and Beauty Expo. I already put the sticker on the back of one of my palettes, but here is the sticker. Then I got this little pin that also says Polish and Beauty Expo, and I have a ton of pins on my bag that I take to work, so I'll be sure to put that on there. I also got this little like car air freshener, so it's good nails, good morning, or good nails, good mood, good day. And then it comes with like a little fragrance, so super cool. Then I also got 3 nail polishes. So I got this one from Fair Maiden, and I swatched all of these on Nail Swatches last night. So here is that one. It's like a really deep vampy teal that goes into a purple with like these orange and purple metallic flecks throughout. I got another polish that is honestly pretty similar. Here are the two of them swatched out in comparison. So you can see the one's more teal, the one's more like of an indigo. But this one, very similar. It's got like a grungy purple blue thing going on. And then it's got metallic flecks of like blue and purple in there as well. And I actually am not familiar with this brand, and I don't know how to pronounce it. I would guess Revs, but I could be wrong. It seems French, so if you speak French, let me know. Am I saying this wrong? And then lastly, this is another brand I'm unfamiliar with. It looks like it's Psych Minerals, and it is a kind of like linear, maybe scattered. Actually, it's probably scattered, but it's a holographic polish in a light lilac color, and here it is on a nail swatch. So now for the things that I actually bought. So the brand Ribbit Stickets was at the expo, and they sell a bunch of nail art stuff. So if you aren't familiar, this is kind of like a temporary tattoo. So you use water to apply it onto your nail. So I got a set of Spirited Away stickers. And then I also got these cute little succulents because, oh my god, precious. I got Adventure Time, which if you know, you know, I freaking love Adventure Time. I actually just got my first tattoo when we went to Denver to visit friends, and it was an Adventure Time tattoo. So I was so excited to see these. Can't wait to stick them on my nails. And then lastly, of course, Bob's Burgers, because Bob's Burgers is the freaking best. I also picked up a few Copacetic Cosmetics single shadows while I was there. This is full clown behavior because I actually do have an order that I placed during their anniversary sale, which will come in hopefully sometime soonish. But when I was there in person and I saw how beautiful these looked, I was like, oh, okay, I want to pick these ones up. They had like all of their single shadows out. Not all, they didn't bring all of them, but they had quite a variety. And it was so interesting to see them in person because I feel like, you know, online in pictures, I'm like, I don't know. But then seeing them in person, I was like, oh, wow, those are so beautiful. So this first one is Iron Throne, and it's like one of those like super foiled kind of shades, and it's pretty much a straight up silver. I do see something kind of taupe-ish about it when the light isn't hitting it, but then when the light does hit it, you're pretty much getting that straight up silver. And this formula is really nice. I don't know if they have other shadows in like this type of formula, but this reminds me of like Terra Moon's CCM, Rubidium, Palladium. Next up, we have the shade Malware, and this is a light purple that has a greenish teal kind of reflect, and it's got a really nice shimmer to it. It's definitely like a micro particle. It's very, very fine. And in some ways, it kind of reminds me of Ube. I'll be curious to compare the two. I haven't done that yet. But when I saw it in person, my little heart just melted. And I was like, that is a beautiful color. And that's how I felt about the next one, too. This is one I actually almost purchased during the sale. But I was like, I don't know. Like, is it really going to look like that? And in person, I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. So this is the shade Icicle. It's kind of got like a really pale green base with a blue sparkle on top. And look at how nice that is. That's how I feel. Like, Copacetic is one of those brands that I feel like their pictures online just don't do the shadows justice, because you know there are some that are like a little less sparkly, but seeing them in person, so many of them were sparkly, and I was kind of surprised by it. This is another one that I've gone back and forth on, and seeing it in person was what finally made me decide it was worth it. So this is the shade How Wooed, which is definitely a Jar Jar Binks reference, which my husband enjoyed while we were waiting in line. But this is a flaky, so you can see it's got that really textured finish, but you can smooth it out. And there was a demonstration while I was in line showing how the shadows can be applied with a sticky primer and really emphasize that sparkle. So I'm excited to kind of play with that with the flaky texture. This next shade is Fun Shine. I think that this might be a newer one, and it's a pearlescent orange. It's kind of leaning on the verge of being iridescent. It's kind of got something golden about it too. And there is like a fine sparkle throughout, but it's not like, it's a very micro sparkle, you know what I mean? But I have been on the hunt. I've become an orange fan. I don't know what's happening to me, but I've been on the hunt for some light orange shadows that I can use as like an inner corner, and this one felt like it could fit the role, and I'm really enjoying it. I do feel like there is a little bit more dimension to it in person too. Like it kind of goes from more of like a peachy orange to more of like a golden orange. And then the last one I picked up was the shade 1400 Degrees, and I actually remember when this shade came out. I'm pretty sure the owner's husband made this one, and again, in person, it just is so sparkly, and that flaky texture has a lot more evenness to it than I remember when I tried it like way back in the day. And so I'm really happy with those. And I mean, as I was standing in line with my husband, I was like, I am a pastel queen, and this just shows it. And man, so many good pastels from Copacetic in person. It was so nice to meet the owner. She's such a lovely person. I mean, I've messaged her on Instagram before, and she's always been so pleasant. But in person, you can tell how much like she really loves makeup and the makeup that they make. And it was just a joy to get to talk with her in person. So then the only other purchase I made was KB Shimmer. I knew I was gonna ball out on KB Shimmer when we went. I told my husband, I was like, be mentally prepared. But they didn't have a lot of the shades that I have on my wish list. I've got about 6 still that I wanna pick up. So I'm thinking maybe Black Friday I'll go and pick those up. But this shade is one of the exclusive shades that they made for the Polish and Beauty Expo. It's called In the Loop, which if you don't know is a reference to the Metro Loop system in Chicago. So it's a pastel like warm lilac with a pink to orange to gold shift in it, and then it also has like micro flakies, and then also has little holographic pieces as well. And here it is swatched out. When I asked my brother which one is his favorite out of the ones I picked up, because he's living with us this summer, he told me this was his favorite. Next up is one that I've had on my wish list for a while. This is Simply Iris Zistable. And this is what it looks like swatched out. So it's got like a deep purple base, and it's got a gold to green to blue shift in it. And then it also has a little holographic sparkle as well. The next one I got is the shade of Quartz. And this one is a reflective polish, which I feel like you can really see on camera. It is a light purple to a gold. Can you tell purple is like my favorite color? But here it is swatched out, and it is so beautiful. I cannot wait to put it on my nails. This one I actually have on my nails right now. So this is the shade Yes We Crayon, and it's got like a deep violet base with a pink to orange to gold to green at like the harshest angles shift in it. This one is more of like a metallic, and it really looks like kind of liquid metal on your nails. It's really beautiful. I decided to do this one last night because I was really tired and I wanted to put a new one on, but I didn't want to use a ton of effort, and I found out this was a 1-coater. So with 1 coat, I was able to get it, you know, to this opacity, and I feel pretty good about that. I got a new flaky topper. This is Soul Amazing, and this is one that goes from like a gold to an orange to a green to a little bit of blue. And here it is swatched out, just 1 coat on a nail swatch. It's pretty thick. It reminds me a lot of the unicorn skins from Holo Taco. And actually I had 2 different ones on my wish list. One that was a little bit more orange, and then one that was a little bit more blue. But then I saw this one and I was like, okay, it's kind of both of those things in one. So I picked this one up instead. And then the last 2 are from their summer collection that just came out. So this is Pull It Together. It's another reflective polish. It's like a jelly green base, and then it's got that silver reflective like sparkle throughout it. And this one I found is a lot less opaque than Of Quartz. Of Quartz was a 2-coater. This is a 3-coater if you want that full opacity. But I like a jelly finish and having something a little bit sheer, so I probably will use it in 2. This is 3 coats on here though, just because I was curious to see if I could get it to be fully opaque, which I could. Then the last one is the one that I'm most excited for, and again, who am I? Like, seriously, I don't understand. I used to hate orange, and now look at me. I'm like an orange lover. But this is the shade any way you slice it, and in person it is like neon looking. This is just a shimmer one. It doesn't have any like hollow or anything like that, but it's got that bright orange base that shifts to red and gold as well. And it reminds me of the nail polish form of the shade Daylight from Shine by SD, which you guys know I am like obsessed with that shade. So when I saw this one in person, and I was like, immediately I was like, Daylight in nail polish form, it has to be mine. And so I picked it up, and this one was the only one that wasn't on my wish list that I ended up picking up. Well, I guess Soul Amazing wasn't on my wish list too, but it kind of was in just two other types of polish that melded together into this one. That's it though. That's all I've got for you. This was my little haul. I had such a great time at the expo. It was just amazing to see other people in real life who are as into niche, like indie makeup and nail polish as I am, because those people are hard to find in day to day. Although I found such a great community here on YouTube and on Instagram, and I'm appreciative of you all. And if you saw me at the Polish Expo, let me know down below. I feel like I was a woman on a mission with a husband that doesn't love beauty and polish and stuff. And so we were kind of like boom, 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 just going places and, you know, checking out as fast as possible. But if you saw us, feel free to let me know down below. And until I see you next time, I hope that you stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye!